Hi, welcome to Paris Crafty Creations. Thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out, chit chat, craft, and create with me. Today I'm coming on with hashtags Ephemera Madness 25, and it's hosted by Scrapbooks and Memories. And this month's prompt is postcards and fodder. Now, fodder is anything you can create to put into a journal and use for paper crafting. And I'm using my scraps to create my fodder. And I have these really awesome postcards that I found at the local thrift store. And they're not, the back of them is really cool. Love the backs. They're all different. Not so digging the fronts on most of them. So I decided I'm going to alter them. And what I've done with them first is I took some scrap paper from book pages and I use that as my base on all of them. So I've got 4 here ready to go. And then I have one that I just am getting started working on and putting together. And I want to put something here, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to hold off on finishing this one. But I thought we could do one together. And before I do that, let me show you how I created the fodder. So I have a bunch of paper scraps over here. A whole bunch of different scraps from projects and stuff. And there's one there. So I'm doing a couple of different ones. And the first one was citrus. And I did I shared something else with citrus too. My book there with the citrus and the squares. So I decided to create some extra pieces of ephemera. And the way I did the citrus is, let me grab a white piece of paper, it will show it better. As I took a black pen and I decided where my citrus was going to be. And I think I'm going to go here. So I created that first half circle. And then I created another one close to that line. Just like that. Then we're going to go up a little bit inside there and down. So you're creating like a half a rectangle. And then up and curve it down. And up and curve it down. So just like that, we have the start of our citrus. And let's make this one a lemon. I'll grab some lemony colors here. So we're going to, before I even cut it out, I'm just going to color it on the paper here. We're going to do that, the rind part first. And then we're going to go into... So we're going to go ahead and fill in that wedge part there. And this can be done with any citrus colors, which is perfect. You can hear Sassy in the background playing with something. I'm a little mischief maker. Then I'm going to go ahead and, I'm using the same marker. I'm just going to go over where I did it already. And I'm just following that line there. Kind of gives it a little bit accentuation on the wedge part of there. And then you want a little bit darker marker. I'm going to use my orange one, I think. I have like a tangerine one might work. And we're just going to start here. And it's not going to show up, of course. Let me grab my red. That will show up. And we're going to start at that line right there. That line there, the wedge one. You're going to go down with some lines. They don't have to be perfectly aligned, but I feel that this adds the appearance of the lime wedge. Just like that. And you can go back in with your yellow marker. Kind of blend it in a little bit. And just like that, we have a lemon wedge. Lime wedge. I'm going to keep saying it. A lemon wedge, and we can go ahead and cut that out. And voila, beautiful wedge. I'm taking it one step further, and I'm kind of rounding that wedge part with my corner punch, if it will do it. There we go. So that's how I created the wedges. Now the flowers, I love these babies. They are really simple to make. You take your marker. They don't look it, but they are really easy to make. You're just gonna, that's it. You're gonna do that one, turn it, make a plus sign. Or an X, turn it. Turn it. However many petals you feel it needs is how many you're gonna do. Just like that. Marker top there. And it looks like a blob right now, right? But we're going to take our pen. We're going to create a center here in the middle. Then we're just going to trace around those petals that we just created with our marker. Just like that. We're going back and forth around them. And the flowers come out so pretty. And just like that, we have a really pretty flower, and we can fussy cut that all around, just like that. Really beautiful. Then the sunflower looking ones, these ones here, what I did with those is I like the corners on these. We're going to take the, kind of the same way we did that one, give that half circle, and then we're going to start in the middle and build our flower petals, kind of arching them a little bit. And you can do this with the regular ones too, like regular flower petals. You don't have to do the sunflower ones. And then I like to give them 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. And we can do that on the top as well, because sunflowers do have a lot of flower petals. And we'll just draw a little line. Perfect. And I added swirls to mine because I just think it looks cute. But you can do like a crosshatch. And that's like the constant little grid lines. And these look really cute when you're putting them on the corners of the book pages, in postcards, I mean. So I'm going to color that one in because I have them done. And I did some with butterflies. I took my stamps, I went through them, and I wanted some butterflies, really pretty. And I just stamped it onto magazine pages, and then I fussy cut them out. They're really pretty, and I think this is the one I'm looking for that postcard. So I'm going to set that over there. But you got really gorgeous imagery with using the using magazine pages. You get so many beautiful butterflies, and they're shiny to boot. Really, really shiny. And I like the brightness that the markers give, but I also like the softness that pastels do. So let me put these in here so I don't lose them. So I want to put this butterfly on this one, I think. I think that would work perfect. So I'm going to do that really quickly. Find my glue here. Just going to add that really quick. Kind of do on an angle. So instead of using inks for the background on this one, what I did was I used my pastels. I'm always using my inks, and I just really wanted to take out my pastels. I have them in that Dollar Tree box, and it holds them really well. I've had these for a very long time, and I just wanted to pop them out and play around with them. So let's take one of the postcards. And we'll do a postcard together with the pastels and the mushrooms. And this mushroom here is absolutely big. So I was thinking we could play with some mushrooms and doing like a little scene, but let's play off of these colors. So we want some contrasting colors, and I think, I'm not sure, what color is this? It does not say. I think it's a brown. So I'm just gonna, oh no, it's like a weird brown. Very, very weird brown, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna add a couple of streaks with that color. Let's throw in some pinks. Really pretty. And let's throw in some purple. Very, very light purple. That's pretty. And then I want some yellow. I have a bunch of different ones. This one's simply chrome yellow. So right now it just looks like it's a bunch of lines. I usually use my finger, but I've learned that using my finger tends to cause blisters after a while. So I'm just going to use my paper towel. And all I'm doing is just blending them back and forth. Just grabbing that, and we're going to go back and forth motion. Circular motion. And what we're doing is we're just blending that in. So that's just using the paper towel. Using your finger, after a while, it's going to blister on your pad. So I recommend either a blending brush or something like that for these. They have some like blending pencils, and I had some. I think I used them all up. So you can see where it started. Really pretty. It started like that. You can use one of these brushes, a stencil brush. You're not going to get a great blend, and it's going to take a long time to get your blend going. So I recommend like a piece of paper or a paper towel and just work it as long as it's going to take to make the pattern that you want. Just go back and forth with it, because you want to blend that pastel in. And I have chalk pastels. I haven't used them much. I have a tactile thing about chalky feeling and gritty. So that's the pastel one. The oil pastel is really cute. Let's add our mushrooms to this. I really want this one, because this one is a really pretty mushroom. And what I'll do is I'll come in with paint and add highlights and things later on to them. And we're gonna just take our bone folder, embossing, whatever they call this thing, paper creaser. We're just gonna go over that like that, and let's pick another one. That one's really bendy. Let's go for this one. It's got the orange tones to it. That one has orange tones. I really want the orangey tones for this one. So we can put this one over here and then have these kind of like in the middle. And then we can have grass coming up the center or a flower in the background. Oh, that would be pretty with that flower right there. Kind of in the background, right? Maybe. That one's a little big. Let's try a smaller one. That looks pretty. That looks pretty. Okay. So let's use that one. And we'll put it there. Kind of blends in with the background on the book page, doesn't it? So we'll blend that one in there. And then we're going to go with this one here. Just like that. Get that glue nice and spread out, because if you're going to mail these out, you definitely want that glue to adhere very well. Just kind of stick that one on there as well. I'm going to take my pen and I'm just going to outline it right here so that we know that that is another mushroom piece there, because they're almost the same color. Right there. Let's take this one and we'll put this one here. And then we can create another mushroom for like right in the center, because I've got these purpley ones, but they don't kind of fit with the vibe. And then I have a green one, but that one doesn't fit with the vibe. And that one is just way too big for the page. So let me grab a piece of paper here. Will that one work? I think that one will work. We'll make another mushroom and then we'll be finished this one. Give us our base, and we just want a littler sized one. And I think what I'm going to do with this one is we're going to have the bottom like this, maybe? No. I want it to be like the rest of them, and I want it to, because we're looking at the bottom and I want to change our perspective. I want to keep that perspective from the bottom. So actually, let's go smaller. Let's do a smaller one. So I want to keep the perspective because we're looking at the bottom. So I want to keep that the same way. Stay with that perspective. Perfect. And let's grab the yellow and orange because that's the colors of our mushrooms there. And I might go with that green and a blue maybe, just to break it up a little bit. But we're going to keep that base, that yellow. And I'm going to fussy cut this so I don't have to worry about staying too much in the line on there. And then we'll have the base of it be blue. Really pretty. I do want to stay out of that bottom part though. And we have our shading coming this way, so we want to keep that part shaded there. I think that looks cute. I have really enjoyed being a part of this collab that Jen is hosting. I get to create new things and build up my stash, as well as see what everybody else is creating and get inspiration. Like, I had no idea what fodder was until Jen had it as one of the prompts, and then she did an example on her channel of what fodder was. I think we might need one more mushroom here. So she did an example of what fodder was on her channel, and I loved everything that she created. Let's have this one quirk a little bit as well. She did some beautiful fodder on her page, and it's just been really fun to see what everybody's creating and doing with the prompts. Let's go with that green and blue this time. So we'll do a blue base. Now let's do a brown base because we have that brown mushroom there. We'll tie them in better. So it's been really fun to be a part of it. She started it last year and I have enjoyed it. I've built up my stash more than I thought I would ever be able to as far as what goes into it. Alright, we're going to do blue on the top of this one just to break up that orange again. Went a little bit darker blue this time. Kind of ties it all in. And then we'll fussy cut this out and then apply it, and we will be done for this video. I want to thank everybody that's watched and supported my channel as well, and checked out the Come Collage with Us that I did the other day, and all the other, oh, that looks really cute, right? All the other channels that are taking part in this collaboration. Okay, and we're gonna put that one right there. Oh, that looks adorable. Love that. Okay, I want to do one more thing. I know I said we're gonna do this and then be gone, but we need to create a grounding. So I need like a brown or maybe a green for the base on this. So we're gonna come in with a little bit of this green here just to create that ground. Something. So they don't look like they're just floating there. A little bit darker in spots too, because I want it to look like it's shaded. And that's it. We're done. This has been really fun. So I'm going to come in with some paint to do those highlights. We're done this part. Let's get that paint and we'll highlight. Okay, so I got my paint. We're going to highlight and then the postcard's done. And I will thank y'all for being here and hanging out with me. Alright, so our bright side is here on this one. So get my tip in there. And I'm just going to create that little highlight. Then our highlight is over here on this one. No, all different directions. Okay, so our highlight's here for that one. But doing them like this, giving the highlights different directions, it allows for it to look like it is more than one layer. So when you look at it, they look like they're not all bundled up in one spot. They look like they're kind of laid out in a field. So we want this side here to be having that highlight. And then we'll highlight here, and we'll highlight here, and we are done. Our card is done. It's so pretty. Love it. Stick that over there for now. And there we have it. My collage fodder and a postcard. Well, 2 postcards, because I did get this one done too. My collage fodder and postcards for Scrapbooks and Memories of Ephemera Madness 25. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.